Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to make our cute Christmas Duo bracelet. This bracelet is made up of a SuperDuo seed bead mix and metallic gold seed beads. So let's take a look at all the products and tools we'll need to make it. For this project, we are going to be using the size 11 metallic dark gold luster round Japanese seed beads. We have the Poppy Fields SuperDuo 2-hole seed bead mix. I have a 16mm antique gold toggle clasp by TierraCast. I have 2x2 gold-filled crimp beads, and I have 3.5mm gold-filled crimp bead covers, and I'm stringing this all up on the fine soft flex. For our tools today, you're going to need wire cutters, crimping pliers, you might want some bead stoppers, a tape measure, and optional, maybe some chain nose pliers in case you have a hard time getting the crimp bead covers on this bracelet. Those can help you a little bit. So I'm going to get set up and we'll get started. Okay, so I went ahead and I used my tape measure and I measured 10 inches of soft flex. So I cut two 10-inch lengths of the fine soft flex. And so now I'm just ready to crimp it onto the ring on this toggle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my crimping pliers here. And I'm going to pick up one strand of the soft flex, one crimp bead, sliding it on, going through the loop on the toggle clasp, bringing the soft flex back through that crimp bead, and then pulling it down. You want to leave a little bit of room because you don't want it to be like super tight against the ring, but you don't want it to be super loose either. Just have enough room so that it can kind of move. So using the back notch first, you'll crimp one time, and then you'll turn and flip it to the front notch and crimp one more time, or if you're me, you'll crimp it 2 times in the front. So I crimp it once in the back, and then I turn it, and then put it in the front, and then I crimp it 2 more times. And then I just always give it a little tug to make sure it's nice and secure, and then you just want to trim your tail. And then you're just going to repeat for the other strand of soft flex. Again, picking up the crimp bead, going through the loop with your soft flex on the toggle, go back through your crimp bead, grabbing your crimping pliers using the back notch first. You're going to crimp one time, then turn, and bring it to the front notch and crimp 2 more times. Again, give it a tug. Make sure it's nice and secure, and then trim off your tail. Again, taking care not to cut your working wire. Alrighty. So I've got those on there. So I'm going to go ahead and start stringing up this project. So this bracelet is made up of this poppy mix here of the SuperDuos, and then the size 11 metallic seed beads. So what I found was the easiest way for me to string this up is that I took one strand and I strung on my seed bead and one hole of the SuperDuo and repeated that for a little bit. And then I took my other strand and then added a seed bead and then thread it through the hole on this other one. So I'll kind of show you how I did it. You can string them both at the same time if you like. I just found as I was going along that this worked quicker for me. So just taking one strand, you're going to start with a seed bead. Then you're going to pick up one of the SuperDuos. And 2, I should just take care on the SuperDuos because this is a mix. So some of these have like a heavier coating. So you kind of just want to go through and cull your beads to make sure that none of the holes are blocked, because it's very frustrating if you can get through the first hole and then you come back and the second hole is blocked. Sometimes you can kind of push through, but other times it is very blocked. So you just grab, so one seed bead, one SuperDuo, seed bead, SuperDuo, and you really just repeat this pattern. I did mine random, but if you wanted, you could definitely pick through this mix and create a pattern with it. But it's kind of fun, I thought, just to kind of have it be just a fun, like, little holiday mix. And I love all the tones of the greens and the reds in here. I think it's really kind of a pretty mix. So I'm just going to pick up a red one and then another seed bead. And I normally just do a little, like a section of you know, maybe 6 or 7 beads, and then I'll go back through with the other strand. Just making sure that you're alternating between one seed bead and one SuperDuo. All right, so I have a couple on here. So now I'm just going to use my bead stopper in case any of those SuperDuos decide that they want to migrate. I'm just going to put that on there. And then I've got my other piece of soft flex here. So I'm going to start with a seed bead just like we did before. So I'm going to grab one seed bead, and then I'm just going to pick up this strand, and I'm going to go through that second hole. And then I'm going to pick up another seed bead, and then I'm going to go through that second hole. You want to make sure too when you're doing this that you don't get any kinks in your soft flex. Just make sure you just don't get any little kinks or anything, because it can show up on your bracelet if there's like a bend in there or something. So you just pick up a seed bead, you go through the next open hole on the SuperDuo, pick up another seed bead, and then go through the next open hole. Then I'm just going to bring everything down so you can kind of see. So this is what it's going to look like. So it's kind of a cute little start there. I got a couple more to go through. So I'm going to pick up one more seed bead. I'm going to go through the next open hole in the SuperDuo. Pick up a seed bead, and then go through the next open hole. There. So that's how you do it if you just wanted to do like one strand and then the other strand. And then if you wanted to do both at the same time, obviously you guys probably can figure that out, but I'll just show you how you would do that. So you'd pick up one with one strand, then the other strand you'd pick up a size 11, and then you go through the open hole of that SuperDuo and just bring it down. So you really can string it however it's easiest for you. So I'll just do a couple more like that. So pick up one seed bead. I'm going to pick up a SuperDuo. Then with my other strand, pick up one seed bead, and then go through the open hole of that SuperDuo. All right. So that's really all there is to it. You're just going to continue this pattern for the desired length of bracelet you want. We made ours that it was, with the clasp and everything, it's 7 3/4. But for the actual like seed bead section here, it is about 6.5 inches of seed beads on there. So string it up until you have 6.5 inches or your desired length, and then we will finish this other side. So I'm going to go ahead and continue stringing this up and put on this clasp, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and I strung up the rest of my bracelet here, and I went ahead and I put crimp bead covers on my crimp covers here on the front part side. And to put on the crimp bead covers, you just pick up a cover in the front notch there, and then you just cover the crimp bead and crimp it on there. So I've put the crimp bead covers, finished stringing up my bracelet, and then I attached it to the other side just like we did on this side, and then put the crimp bead covers on it. Also on this bracelet, I found just the way that it lays, it's nice to give it a little bit of slack in there. So if you kind of like move everything down, there's a little bit of slack there, but it'll just like let it sit nice and drape. That way, if you do it too tight, it's going to sit kind of funny and not really lay very nicely. And there you have it. You have this really cute little Christmas duo bracelet that is kind of a fun. In this poppy mix, you get quite a few beads. So you could make like a bunch of these for your friends. They'd make cute gifts or little party favors for a Christmas party. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to our YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscription button below. Thank you.